why it's really important to have a plan and understand what your goals are.
In fact, my camel out there is suffering right now with a broken back.
So I actually found Pepe when it was only a couple of hours old, and I'm like, oh, this is a funny meme.
Oh my god.
Yo! Who is this degen?
The old man is swing trading over years at a time. And it's like, that's where the real money is made.
The answer is a permanent loss. With single-sided staking, you don't have to worry about impermanent loss.
If you're aware, if you're disciplined, you can hone that into further financial growth.
Financial freedom, to where you can actually live life and not have to be constantly living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, more or less, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crypto degenerates, ducks and squirrels, welcome to this here episode 69,420 of the Degen Round.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Ladies and
I gave it a shot there. Welcome to the Degen Roundtable. Today is going to be a relatively short show. As you guys can see, I have pulled up over here the this is actually the Degen Roundtable Telegram. Oops, I was supposed to have the crypto news pulled up. So this is what we're going to be going through today. This is where I get a lot of my crypto news and information from, in addition to, you know, everyone knows your friend Sami and all of his stuff. So I'm just going to do a quick little read through of the stuff that we got going on, and that's going to be all there is to it. My name is Will Stevenson. I'm one of the hosts of the Degen Roundtable. I mostly go around networking and meeting people, introducing myself to folks in real life, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that sort of stuff. And in my off time, I build TV towers and, you know, hang out and earn money that way. So yeah, that's what's going on tonight. As far as what's going on, we are going to just do a quick little news summary. It's going to be me rolling solo, so bear with me as I'm doing production, chat reading, camera editing, and all sorts of fun stuff here solo. So welcome to the show. Glad that you guys are here, and let's get ready to hop into it. Don't forget to remember to like that smash button, folks. Before we go any further, go ahead and smash that like button, like that smash button, the like smash. But oh shoot, I was gonna try and say it all dickered up, but I can't do that. So anyways, that's who I am. I'm Will Stevenson, host of the Degen Roundtable, and I'm going to go ahead and find out who you guys are. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the show. It's chat shoutouts. We're going to go through this pretty lickety quick split and see what's going on. And that's going to be the end of that. So first up for chat shoutouts, we've got Mr. Taylor. What's up? What's good, Degen fam? What's good with you too, Taylor? Good to see you, broski. Next up, we got No Money Mike. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Oh, geez. You are something else, broski. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. We also got Cassie Kelly, our producer. She's taking a night off tonight, so congratulations, Cassie. You have an excellent time hanging out with Nate and doing the stuff that you guys are doing. I'm running the show, so I'm glad. I will be curious to see your notes for how I can do producing better in the future. So looking forward to hearing that. And then also shout out to Moondog, love and light to you too, good sir. I just spent the weekend hanging out with Moondog and with Crypto Kool-Aid and some other friends. We had we did some hanging out down in down south from where I'm at right now, and it was a great time. So most certainly appreciate spending time with you guys all. And then we got some more notes from Miss Cassie Kelly here. He is drunkenly playing video games right now. I'm actually going to be doing the same thing very shortly. As soon as I'm done streaming, I'm going to hop right on Sea of Thieves and I'm going to go gallivant about the waves. So if any of you guys that are watching right now are fans of the video game Sea of Thieves, then hit me up in the Degen Roundtable Telegram after this show is over, and we'll get to stepping and we'll cruise the that little archipelago on the internet place. Speaking of the Telegram, boom, I'm going to actually drop the link for you guys to come hop right into our video games section of the Telegram. So if you guys aren't already a member of the Degen Roundtable community Telegram, then check it out. Come hang out and play video games with us at t.me/DRT join now /71250. So you guys can click that link. It's in the live chats right now. So it's going to be a good time. I'm going to be hanging out. I might get some skeletons killed. I might go dig up some buried treasure. Who knows? But I'm certainly going to be sailing the seas, so it's going to be a good time. All right, guys. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into what's going on with the news for the week. So I haven't really. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I did a quick little perusing of all this crypto news and stuff, and it started on September 7th. So for those of you that don't know, today is September 8th. So there's still a lot of stuff that's happened today as far as the crypto news is aware. But the big stuff is there's been a lot of price action with Bitcoin. It was, oh man, look at there's our fear and greed index. Bitcoin was sitting up nice and pretty around 57,000 at some point earlier. Oh geez, there's some nice little stuff for us from FinWatch over there. This is all like traditional market stuff, S&P 500 and other such things, not having to do with a lot of cryptocurrency. But the Bitcoin chart, man, I don't know if you guys remember, this is, let's see, this is from September 6th. So that was 2 days ago. This is where we're sitting right now looking pretty at, or this is where we were sitting pretty looking at 5,400 for BT coin just a few days ago. Earlier on in the week, it was nice. It was good. We were going up, and then we did a straight up drop. I don't know why it dropped. I guess more people selling than more people buying. But that's something that we're going to cover over. So I'm just going to scroll up here a little bit, and we're going to go. Oh shoot, your comment's still up. Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate that. We never finished doing. I never finished doing the chat shoutouts. You're right. So before I go into the news, man, I'm just like bouncing all over the place. We've got a couple more shout outs. We got Jemmy. Hi Will, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, Jemmy. It's good to see you. And then Miss Cassie Kelly saying pull the comment down. You're right. I do need to do that. We've got Mr. Angry Twinkie joining us as well. Help everyone is doing well. I hope you are doing well too. Good, sir. Another comment from Moondog. All right, we're about to grab some burgers and margaritas, but I have my laptop with me for some sea sesh later. So excellent. Looks like I will potentially be playing Sea of Thieves with Mr. Moondog. Shout out to you, sir. I am stoked to get to it. All right. Back to and then love and light as always. Love and light, broski. That was man, dude. We had such an excellent time. Oh goodness. If you guys ever have the opportunity to meet Moondog in real life, he is a super awesome person. Very fun to hang out with. I highly recommend that everyone go check it out and see what he's got going on. All right. Back to the news and stuff. Let's scroll up a bit. September 5th. We got to basically go all the way up to September 1st. And I'm only really going to stop on things. Oh, geez, Louise. August 26th. That's a little bit too far. We're doing this live, ladies and gentlemen. We do it live. August 27th. Bam Balam. What is this? August 28th. Woohoo! Man, I love Telegram. This is such an excellent feature. All right, so let's see. September 1st was Sunday of last week, where we covered a lot of things. We'll go ahead and start right here with the Fear and Greed Index. On Sunday, Fear and Greed was looking pretty good. Mostly still in the fear, but not quite broken all the way down into the crazy red like we saw earlier this week. On Sunday, the price was almost 59,000. The sentiment was fear. The index value was medium low, but we were still looking pretty good. This is what was going on Sunday. Man, it's so funny to like look at this without like we know what the future is based on this little action time zone right here. We know that the price shot up a bit and then it shot down again. So that's kind of fun to look and see. There's some positions for the marketplace. I'm going to go ahead and put that I'm long. Oh, looks like I'm alongside 67% of everyone else at basically 25,000 votes. So that's pretty cool. I highly suggest, by the way, that everyone check. Oh, goodness gracious. Dang it. I highly suggest that everyone check out Crypto News. Let me open up a little sidebar here. So for those of you that don't know, t.me/news crypto. Let me see if I can copy that. Copy link. Bam Balam. And I'll go ahead and drop that in the chats for you guys. If you guys don't already check out Crypto News, this is the source of like, I mostly get my news from Sami, but this is a great place to just do quick little market reads, look at headlines, look at all sorts of things of that nature. So this is a good spot. I highly recommend people check it out. Shout out to whoever owns Crypto News. You guys are doing great. Oh, there's good old Chuck Hoskinson, Cardano founder. So now I got to scroll back up. September 2, September 1. All right, sweet. There we are. Fear and Greed Index. So we got some price action. Bitcoin going down from 59,000 all the way down to 58,200. So basically, it went from 59 down to 50 over that looks like oh man, that's a strange time frame. I don't know what the time frame is for that. But That's looking like some cool stuff right there. So we're longing the market. We got USA elections happening right there. This looks like some people's projected stuff compared against. So like the white is what we're currently going through. The green is the last cycle, and then blue is the cycle before that. So for those of you guys that don't know, the Bitcoin goes through a 4-year cycle, and it sort of kind of follows patterns every single one of these cycles, and it hasn't, like, the 4-year cycle hasn't broken yet, so we're presuming that it's still going to continue to work until it stops. Reminder that none of this stuff is financial advice. um I'm just basically speculating and pulling all this information out of my tuchus here, but a lot of the stuff that we use for guessing what's going to be happening and what's going to be going on in the marketplace is based off of what's been happening over the past 4 years. So it looks like back in 2016 to 2017, that bull market was more or less a straight line up. Our last cycle, we did a nice top up at 65,000, stuck around the 60,000 area for a while, did a pullback down to, I believe, 40,000 or 30,000, something around there, and then hopped back up to 69,000. And that was our total top for the last bull market cycle before we started pittering down to where we're at now. Right now, we're sitting down here, and these price comparisons are not to scale, so that's something worth considering. This was the 2017 top. Oh, if I remember correctly, was somewhere in the 20,000s. So my ability to remember Bitcoin tops and bottoms is fading me, but I'm pretty sure that this is 20,000 for the green one. This is like 65, 70,000, somewhere in there. And right now we're sitting, these lines are capped out at about, the tops of these hill crests are at about 70,000. So we're sitting right there right now. So all of these aren't to scale. This is just to kind of show like the squiggly line similarities and things. So that covers that for crypto news. Here is a little bit of market overview, and I think this is for 8 a.m. on Sunday. So yeah, this is still a week ago. So not really relevant to right now, but that's some of the stuff that's been going on. Total market cap 2.13 trillion, Bitcoin at 58,000, Ethereum 2,400, Binance token 517, and then Solana 130. So not really relevant to today's prices, but it'll give us some good what's the word, reference points for when we go through later news and everything. So some crypto news. A headline: the SEC warns FTX against paying creditors back in stable coins and other crypto. I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but it seems to be that the consensus is that's pretty funny. It's amusing that the SEC has things to say to FTF, considering the interwovenness between Sam Bankman-Fried and also Gary Gensler, the current head of the SEC. So I'm curious to see what some of these comments are. Looks like there's nothing in there. So excellent. I guess nobody has anything to say. People just reacting and having fun. I will agree that it's a clown world and that this is good news. So a little thumbs up there. Next up, we got Aptos Blockchain has launched a new platform, pump.uptos.xyz, for trading and launching meme coins, similar to pump.fun. Aptos is separate. So for those that don't know, pump.fun is on Solana. I do not recommend buying anything over there because it's pretty much all rugs. And the only people that make money over there is the developers who created the website that are getting fees from everyone, basically trading and losing. So I don't recommend going there. It's a poopy website, sad face and everything like that. Okay, so that concludes all of Sunday's news. For Monday, September 2nd, Cardano has successfully transitioned from centralized to decentralized governance with the launch of the initial stage of the Chang hard fork. So that's some good news. Shout out to all my Cardano fellows out there. I know that our good friend, the anonymous Bean, Brendan from the DGen Roundtable, is a big fan of Cardano. He gave an excellent talk at the Cardano Summit last year. I was actually roundabouts this time. I want to say it was November or something like that, that he and I and Josh and Antoine were down in Miami for the Cardano conference. That was a fun time. There was a good time down there. Not just the Cardano Summit, but also hanging out in Miami with the boys. So shout out to all my Cardano baby dolls out there. Next up, just in, Japan's MetaPlanet Incorporated partners with Ripple partner SBI Group to offer Bitcoin trading, custody, and management services. It's good that there's more tools. I do not recommend that people allow other people to custody their coins or manage their coins. But hey, if it helps onboard people into the space, then excellent. I'm all about it. But for you guys listening, if you're new to crypto, hit up some of us in the Telegram and ask how to do self-custody better. better than just allowing somebody else to do it. Because one of the big problems in crypto is when a lot of the times when other people allow third-party entities to self-custody their coins, then they get rugged, they lose them. This happened with FTX. This happened with not maybe BitMEX or not Bitfinance, because I think they're still around. But it happened with Celsius. It happened with Mt. Gox. It happened with FTX. It's happened with many places that have rugged a website, a DApp, a protocol, anything. Like, be careful giving your coins, giving your tokens to other people or to other protocols. It happened just recently on the Pulse chain with 9mm. There was a weak spot in one of the smart contracts, and somebody hacked it and exploited it and took everyone's coins. So the 9mm team is working on reimbursing all of the token holders that got their value lost. But yeah, it's a tricky business being in the non-self custody world. So I recommend that. Like, it's good that Japan's Metaplanet Incorporated has created this, but I don't think that you guys should go about custodying your coins with other folks. Also, we've been joined by Mr. Hex Glenn. Shout out to Hex Glenn. Hola, good to see you, Hex Glenn. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, bro. All right, let me pull up my. There we go. All right, got it back again. Let me make sure that this is. Okay. Yep, it is appearing on the stream. I have two separate windows on right now, and I've got like the Telegram window overlaid on top of the StreamYard window, so I can still see the chats and everything. But I've got this, as you can see, I've got this little tiny version of Telegram that I can mix and match and move back and forth and up and down and stuff. So just bear with me as I go through all this. So next up, we got Brevin Howard backed tokenization from firm Libra arrives on Near blockchain. I don't know anything about the Near blockchain, but it's good that they're tokenizing things. So cool beans. Anything happening is good news. Some more market overview. I believe this is for Monday, so we'll just kind of ignore that. This is, oh shit, look at that. A whale has purchased 1,000 Bitcoin worth and $1,000 worth, or 1,000 Bitcoin worth $57.3 million on Binance today. So that's pretty cool. So I believe that it's wrapped Bitcoin on Binance, because you can't have Bitcoin on Binance, but it'd be the same thing as oh shoot, what's the company? There's a company that basically allows you to trade 1-for-1 swap of regular Bitcoin to wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but I presume that they do a similar thing, or somebody else does a similar thing with Binance, where you can take your Bitcoin on the Bitcoin network, give it to the company, and they print you out 1 Bitcoin on the Binance network. I'm presuming that that's what's going on right here, but that's good news. $57 million worth of Bitcoin has been bought. So 1,000 Bitcoin, that's fantastic. I love to hear it. Put a little heart, a little fire. Actually, can I do a custom emoji? Let's take a look. Oh, I can't. I can only do preloaded emojis. All right, well, I'll do fire and thumbs up. So good for them. Oh, it looks like a new wallet has been launched. So on the first fully decentralized. Oh, outstanding for the Telegram baby dolls out there. There is a Telegram wallet, a layer 2 solution gem on the Ton blockchain. So the first fully decentralized Telegram wallet on the layer 2 solution gem in the Ton blockchain. So it's not on Ton, it's on a Ton layer 2. So excellent work. It's good to see that that is happening. I like when more tools are available. All right, some more crypto news. WazirX update. It is extremely likely that WazirX India customers will be made whole in crypto terms, the hacked crypto exchange's legal advisors said on Monday. So that sucks. These cats got rugged, and let's see if I could put a sad face in there. There we go. This is part of the problem with self-custodying, guys. Remember, like, if it's not your keys, it's not your coins. If you don't own the magical password that allows you to access your tokens or your coins on whatever network or whatever wallet you're using, then you're relying on someone else to be a benevolent person and not rug you. So something worth considering there. I'm going to do a quick little edit to my camera situation here, because I just realized, ooh, look at that. All right. That's a little bit better. I like that. Actually, we're gonna kind of cover up some of that DGen Roundtable logo on the top. Mrs. Producer, forgive me, because it's definitely not the prettiest, but hey, this is what I'm doing last minute. So, and then I need to save this camera layout. update layout, and that is that. All right, cool beans. So back to the news. Let's check out what else is going on. So Ton blockchain recorded over 46 million transactions in the past week, fueled by buzz generated by the Dogs airdrop. So that's pretty cool. Good stuff to hear there. They've got some stuff going on Ton blockchain, and I remember when Pavel Durov, I think. Oh shoot, forgive me, Pavel, if I'm messing up your name. But when he got arrested, there was a lot of problems with the Ton blockchain, and it was kind of sad to see. I'm not sure what their level of centralization or decentralization of their miners and or stakers or whatever process they use for validating transactions and keeping a secure network is, but it's good to see that they're still getting lots of transactions and lots of action. I'm going to presume that with this Dogs airdrop that it was probably a lot of like just momentary buzz, hype, and selling, but I don't know for sure. So we could just operate on speculation there. Speaking of speculation, I'm going to speculate. We got a new guy in the chat, Moon-Pilled Rational Optics, fellow rigger and fantastic construction worker and picker-upper of heavy things extraordinaire, has hopped in the chats. What's up, Degens? What's up to you too, sir? Glad to see that you're joining us today. Welcome, welcome. All right, back to the news and things. We've got some top 10 meme coins by market cap. Doge is still the winner at 14.25 billion. Sheeb is halfway behind them at 8 billion. Pepe is third at 3 billion. Dog with Hat is 1.5 billion. And then, we got some more. We got Bonk, Floki, Brett, Dogs, Popcat, and Bohm. So I don't know much about all those other things, but everyone knows about Dogecoin. Everyone knows about Shiba Inu. Everyone knows about Pepe. So those are some meme coins by market cap. So this is basically just a list of, hey, if you don't already have it, it might be too late to get in it because who knows how much it's going to grow. Might is the key word. It's hard for prices to move in assets that have higher market caps simply because it takes more economic effort to move the price. So it is just like based off of Metcalfe's law, it takes way more people to move a price when the number of people already holding is high. For the folks at home who don't know what Metcalfe's law is, Metcalfe's law states that basically the value of a network squares when the number of users doubles. So every time you have a double in user base, you have a rough approximate of a square in price. So the price being the measurement of value. So the more people, so like, let's say if you have 2 people in your telephone network, right? Because that's what Metcalfe's law was originally about, was about phone networks. So like AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, all that stuff. When you have 2 users, the value is 4. When you have 4 users, the value is now 16 because each of those users can interact with each other in different ways. And so like the more people that get into a thing, the more attention economy there is, the more interaction there is, yada, yada, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what's going on with that. So yeah, if you see coins with larger market caps, it means that like the momentum's already there. There's already a ton of people. The way that people generally make money in the cryptocurrency world is by like riding on successful gravy trains after they've already like done the crazy X's, or getting lucky buying something while it's low value. Shout out to Sami. Buying something when it's low value and then selling it later when it's high value. There we go, fixing the focus. All right, so that's some stuff about some market coins. I don't suggest any of you guys buy any of these things. You are free to do as you please, but I am not buying any of them. I might already own some, I might not. I'm not telling. Just kidding. I own Pepe and I own Doge. I don't own Shib. I don't own Shiba Inu, but I have Doge and Pepe, so that's fun. All right, some more crypto news. Justin Vanek predicts that Bitcoin could reach $2.9 million by 2050. Wow, that's cool beans. Hey, tell you what, guys, I'm going to predict that Bitcoin could reach any number by any time frame. Wow, look at how easy that was. Bunch of clowns. Guys, look, whenever anyone in the crypto sphere is telling you that they think that a coin or a token is going to reach a price by X, Y, and Z amount of time, they're giving it their best guess, all right? Everything is a big fucking campfire story, right? The people that tell the better campfire stories get more people to listen to and more people to follow. And this brings about Metcalfe's law. So like, you're never going to catch me given like a realistic price prediction about things. There's like, and no problem with anybody who does that stuff. It's just not the thing that I do. I think that it's all campfire stories, and most of the time I've come to realize that I'm pretty much always wrong. So I don't want to just create more wrong information out there by giving you guys any price action. The only price action or the only price predictions that I give is everything that's 69,420 based, because those are the funny numbers. So shout out to all my 69,420 fellers out there, and keep going in that prediction. But yeah, so good job, Vinek, predicting that Bitcoin could reach 2.9 million. Sure thing, bro. Sure thing. Maybe it could also be $10,000. Who the hell knows? Like the people that are trying to tell you things are mostly just interested in spinning stories to get you to buy into things that they already own. So I'm presuming a lot of intentions here. But that's my theory. Here's some more meme coins for you guys. Top trending coins today. Check cat h dub blah 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 blah. All this boring stuff except for Matic. That's interesting. Matic was trading. So shout out to all of the Indian fellers out there, and all the people that own or the Matic owned by the 13 Indian dudes, or whatever the story is behind that. I use Matic a lot for onboarding into Pulse Chain. I would buy Matic and then do, I think it's called Spark Swap or Portal X Swap, and swap the coins from Matic into Pulse Chain. So that was one thing that I would do for a while. So I like Matic. It's a fast network, or it's a fast chain. I only use it as a means to an end to get into Pulse Chain though. All right, MetaMask. Oh shoot, look at that. MetaMask is down. So for those of you guys who were awake at 3:40 p.m. Central Time, MetaMask was down for 6 hours. That's interesting. That is very interesting. We showed you guys, I believe it was last Sunday, how to fix stuck transactions and things using MetaMask. And I also found out that if you have MetaMask and Rabby Wallet, if you have MetaMask and Rabby Wallet installed in the same browser as like the little file extensions that sit up in the top corner, then it produces problems on several websites that try and read wallet data if you have multiple wallets in the same browser. It works for many sites, but as soon as I deleted the extension to have multiple wallets in one browser, it fixed the problem. And so that's something to be aware of. If you have Rabby Wallet and MetaMask Wallet in the same browser, then several dApps, which is a dApp is just a decentralized app that runs on blockchain. A lot of them have difficulty reading information from websites and things. So shout out to all my MetaMask users. That's funny that it went down. I need to probably switch away from MetaMask. I keep hearing that it's going closer and closer to the way of Circle, of JP Morgan and BlackRock and all that stuff. And I like using it. It's nice and user friendly and it's easy, but I mostly use Pulse Chain, and MetaMask is not very good for Pulse Chain. I have to change the GUI calculations for a lot of the transactions because MetaMask doesn't do a very good job at estimating gas transactions on Pulse Chain. So I've had to set it to basically guess custom price points, so that way I get, because I'm offering more Pulse for my transaction to be run first, I generally get a speedier transaction processing time or something like that. So I think that's how it works, but that's what I've been doing recently. All right, so here's more news for the Bitcoin world. There we have a nice little green candle that happened on whatever day this day is. Let's take a look. I'm thinking it's the 3rd. Oh, Monday still. So we're still on Monday. So Bitcoin shot up to what looks like 59,000. It was pitting around the mid to low 5850s or 58,500s. So that was kind of cool. I'm sure you guys felt that nice little thing. I'll put a fire there, and I'll put a poopy emoji because we already know that it's about to go down after that point. All right, some more news. Justin Sun of Tron proposes returning revenue of Sun Pump to the community through liquidity donations and converting it into Sun TRX. I don't know what that means, but cool beans. That's a nifty thing to do. I'm going to put up a thumbs up and a middle finger and a fire because I don't understand it. Here we got the Fear and Greed Index, right? September 3rd, still sitting at about a quarter of the way through. And most people are fearful, but they aren't as fearful as they're about to be. So shout out to everybody who lives in the future. But yeah, that was posted at 7 o'clock p.m., so 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is that. So crypto news. I wonder if I click this, Oh, it opens up a new window. Dang, you guys can't see that. All right. Let me see about changing my screen to a different one. It doesn't really matter. So I'll read you guys off the if you can't quite make out the details. This is days to reach $100 million in revenue. And this is based off of all the stuff. So ENS at the very bottom, Ethereum naming service. Let's see, there it is. ENS at the very bottom, Ethereum name service took 1,645 days to reach $100 million in total revenue. So that's some interesting stuff compared to OpenSea right over here, which took just a little over 1,000 days. And then we got some other stuff, some famous things like MakerDAO, DYDX, SushiSwap. SushiSwap did pretty good. SushiSwap got it done in 540 days. And then we got PancakeSwap up here, which is basically the Binance version of SushiSwap is my understanding. And they're all just I think I can't remember if they're DEX aggregators or if they're like V3 DEXs similar to Uniswap. So if you guys know, then please correct me in the chats, but that's basically it. But Pump.Fun seems to be the fastest application to reach $100 million in revenue. So that means like the fees that they're collecting and stuff, not the total value of the protocol, but this is just the revenue. So that's quite interesting that Pump.Fun was the number one in that arena. All right. We're going to keep scrolling down, though. Let me pull up the Telegram so I can scroll. All right. So excellent. Good work. Pump.Fun. It's still a clown application. I don't recommend people go over there and use things. You are free to do as you please, but I'm certainly not going to use it because I'm not trying to get wrecked when everyone else is basically just rugging each other. So that's my understandings of that. So up here, we next have the Bitcoin exchange liquidation map. So, oh boy, $5.5 billion in shorts will be liquidated when Bitcoin hits $65,000. Well, sorry to say, boys and girls, but the number went the opposite direction, as we know, because we live in the future right now. So I'm going to do a little happy face or a little laughy face and another laughy face. And then I'm going to put in my own custom little poopy emoji there to say that, oh, isn't that fun? Oh, look at that. One of the guys that reacted has a green McDonald's arches. How fun. All right. More news from FinWatch. Justin, the Japanese government is considering changing the current maximum tax rate of 55% for cryptocurrencies to a unified 20% tax rate in response to investor feedback. Good golly, that is ridiculous. 55% for crypto. You guys are free to buy cryptocurrency over in Japan if you want to, but if it's 55% right now, if it makes the drop down to 20%, that'd be fan-frickin-tastic. So good job, Japan, if you guys end up doing it. If you don't do it, hey, whatever, your loss. I suppose you miss out on cryptocurrency investors, but that seems pretty awesome. I'm about it. Next up, we got Vega Protocol shut down blockchain and end support for Vega token to focus on software development and launch new token. Oh, that's awful silly. What a crazy clown world we live in. Put a little sad face down there. Oh, another thing that happened. Sony Group and Plith Network announced a collaboration. Plith price feeds will be based on the Sonium testnet to deliver reliable, high-fidelity data for participants of the Sonium. So, for those of you that don't know, Sony is making a blockchain. It's going to be a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. That's what it is. Yeah, a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. I'm pretty sure. So shout out to Sony. Good stuff going on over there. I don't know if layer 2s is what we need in the crypto space. Again, I'm just a peanut brain diamond hand, man. I'm just the producer today. So I don't know much about layer 2s and like the problems that they solve. I will say that layer 2s versus forks, I don't really know the difference. I think that layer 2 still uses the underlying still uses a lot of like the underlying information and support and infrastructure of the system, and that they eventually kick things back to the Ethereum blockchain, but I'm not entirely positive. I think that layer 2s are a way that other blockchains can have faster transactions while still using the Ethereum stuff. So it's cool to see that Sony is making stuff and that some cool cats are grouping up and working together. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if the Sonium testnet is live yet, but that's looking to be happening in the future. So good stuff going on over there. Theoretically, anyways. Not good, but just it's another tool in the toolbox, right? I want to stress that we shouldn't focus on whether something's good or bad. We should focus on, is it a useful tool that helps people have more sovereignty and freedom and ability to get their goals accomplished, or is it a thing that takes away people's ability to do stuff? So anything that I see that has a potential to give people more opportunities, I'm happy about. Even if it has like negative externalities to it, you don't have to necessarily use it in such a way that has those negative externalities. I like helpful tools, and sometimes helpful tools are they have a couple what's the word, caveats and negative externalities attached to them. So I can't think of the word, but you guys get the idea. So next up, we got breaking news. The South Korean government has launched an investigation into the messaging app Telegram, accusing it of facilitating sexual crimes. So this is just some standard protocol that big government does. I'm not terribly fond of this when people accuse a platform of the stuff that happens for like the people on it. Like if you look at the amount of crimes in the sexual like exploitative whatever world, I'm fairly certain that WhatsApp is the number one at like 44% of them, and then after that is Meta, like Facebook Meta, so Instagram and Facebook. I'm not positive, don't quote me on this, but I'm fairly certain that the number one like oh no, it's WhatsApp, then Snapchat, then Facebook, like Meta, Instagram, then after that is some other stuff, but it's like 40% of it all is so I'm pretty sure that WhatsApp is affiliated with Facebook in some way by a couple layers of ownership or something like that. Not entirely positive there. I don't trust WhatsApp a whole lot. I don't use it. But them and Snapchat are the biggest like sexual exploitation programs and apps and processes that exist on the internet, and then followed by Meta, and I'm pretty sure that like Twitter and Telegram are like super low on the list of like dangerous applications that are doing this. So I see this whole like news thing. Yeah, it's freaking clown world. So here we are like on Telegram, right? Like, so like we might have a little bit of a biased opinion here, but I would be curious to see the numbers that the South Korean government has, and to see like what their level of concern is regarding other similar other similar websites. I'm fairly certain that they're just doing this as a means to an end to try and like jump on the anti-Telegram sentiment. But I'm not positive. I can only speculate. Doesn't matter why they're doing it. The fact of the matter is that they are doing it. The intention is irrelevant to the result. So that's my thoughts on that. So that's pretty lame. So screw you, South Korean government. I'll react with emojis to show you my frustrations with all the stuff that you're doing. Next up, for some more crypto news, we've got criminals in Ukraine pretend to be the police officers in order to steal $250,000 worth of USDT from an entrepreneur. So this is something to be aware of, everybody. Not everyone that's dressed like a cop is a cop. In different parts of the world, you're going to have different likelihoods of people posing as what ought to be trusted entities. So just do your due diligence. It kind of sucks that they took $250,000 from this entrepreneur fella. So I will put a little sad thing in there and say that's a little bit too bad. We do live in a clown world, and yeah, nothing much can be done as far as I'm concerned. Like, it sucks that happened. It's good to know that, at least for the folks that live in America, that this isn't really a huge problem in America. It might still be prevalent somewhere. There might be people putting like stickers and wraps on their cars to make them look like cop cars when they aren't actually, and then try and harass people. But for the most part, this isn't something that we worry about a whole lot in like Western countries and Western societies. So for those of you guys that are over in Ukraine, my heart's out to you, and I hope that this does not happen to you. Some more crypto news. We got Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro says we have to get back to the world of crypto. So that's kind of cool. I am not so persuaded by words. I want to see actions. So Maduro, if you got some cool stuff to do, then do it. Don't talk about it. So we don't listen to the words, we observe the actions. Shout out to Michael Sartain with his Men of Action program. So we got some more market overview. I'm guessing that this is for Tuesday, September 3rd. Correct. So there's some price things, blah de da. Here's some crypto news. Justin, Bitcoin's hash rate hit a new all-time high. Hooray! There's a lot of power going into the Bitcoin network. So good stuff. And then here we see the drop in price. So Bitcoin was at 59,000 and then started to do the little plummeteroo. So 58,000 on Tuesday. No bueno. Going to put a little poop emoji, little smiley face because it's funny, and also a yawn because I'm like this. I'm ready for this damn bull market to start. This is getting antsy. That's enough of that. Just in, the SEC has charged crypto-focused advisory firm Galoy Capital for custody failures. Oh boy, look at the SEC doing a fantastic job doing their job. I'd be curious to see more details on this, but I'm just basically going to take it at face value that it means nothing. We'll take a look at the comment. Oh, a big old thumbs up. And I'll wink at it. So there you go, broski. Good stuff. Next up, we've got breaking news. Arkham data reveals that Terraform Labs has moved 1,075 Bitcoins to a new address. Cool. Coins have moved. When other things happen, let me know. This could be an over the counter sale. It could be a lot of things. Who knows? All right. More stuff just in. Hyperspace XYZ to close down its Solana NFT marketplace on September 17th, along with discontinuing support for Solana APIs on the same date. Boring. I'm not terribly concerned about that. For those of you on Solana, hey, there's some good information. Hyperspace XYZ, no more NFT marketplace, September 17th. Remember those days. Oh, look at this meme. Portfolio is still down 70%, but we see that plus 5%. We're like, we're so fucking back. Oh my God, I love it. This is a good sentiment read right here. And everyone's like, hell yeah, boys. We are so fucking back. And it's like, we're still down bad, guys. So shout out to everyone who's up, everyone who bought the bottoms and are still doing well on their BT coin prices and other such things. Here's some more top trending coins. I'm not going to dwell on it. Here's some more Bitcoin chart price action. Oh, look at that. Down to 57,000. Oh boy. And look, there's this line right here is 56.5. So look at those big, beautiful red candles. That's funny. So I will laugh at it, put a clown emoji, and put a thumbs up because, hey, shit happens when you party naked. We did a little bit of a bounce up. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. We went down past 57,000 down into 56,000 territory. So that's fun. Did a nice little almost hit 55,500. That would have been nice if they did the Quattro Cinco there. Almost went down to 5555 and then went back up to 56,000. So that's amusing. So I will laugh at that and put a clown emoji on it. More news. FBI warns that North Korea is trying to hack and steal U.S. crypto and Bitcoin ETF funds. That's nothing new. North Korea is always trying to steal everything. Don't let it happen, BlackRock. That would be pretty funny. All right. More news. Over 70% of Polymarket traders predict 25% or 25 basis point cut in the Fed's next rate decision. So cool beans. It seems to be 70% consensus on Polymarket. So remember, guys, this is just other people gambling. People gambling, predicting this. So take that with what you wish, grain of salt, all that good stuff. All right, I'm gonna take a break here and do a quick little round of shout outs. Oh man, Moonpilled Rational Optics is being all sorts of active in the chat. So we had his comment earlier. What's up, DGens? Next up, he said, "Hey Twinkie, are you and Boogie on later tonight?" That would be quite interesting. I am going to scroll down and see if there's a response to that. I don't see one, but I will presume that they will because Boogie and Twinkie generally stream on Sundays at some point. So I'm not entirely sure. In fact, I can go. Well, I'm not going to go to personal because then you guys will see all my messages. But that's where I keep the Pulse Tube the PulseTube like stream announcement channel. So you guys should go check it out and see if there's anything on there. And then some more comments from Moonpill shouting me out. Hell yeah. Ooh, he's doing a little more DCA tonight. Good shit, broski. Love to hear it. Spend that money, back the truck up. That's the way to do it. 2 times the members, 4 times the value, double the number of members, and there is your answer. Bazinga. And there you heard it. That's regarding the Metcalfe's law that we were talking about earlier. Oh, look at that. 178% all in on Bonk. Ooh. I mean, do what you please, bro. I think he's referring to the Bonk coin, which is about the Doge dog, the Shiba Inu, like bonking another dog on the head with a baseball bat. So that's funny. Spark Swap is nice. Yes, I agree. Spark Swap, Portal X Swap, the Ethereum bridge, the native bridge using Coast to get money onto Ethereum. I want to say there's something with Power City. I can't remember if that is Spark Swap or not, but there's tons of ways to bridge money into the ecosystem. We got Hexagon Lost in Asia. Welcome to the show, broski. Late for class again. Don't worry, bro. Class is in session, but it's a substitute teacher today. I'm just kind of going through some of what I consider to be the news, scrolling around on Telegram and whatnot. So good to have you here, man. We got a question from Moonpilled Rational Optics. Will, in your opinion, what's the second best wallet to use with Pulse Chain? I don't know. Either Rabby Wallet or Internet Money Wallet would be my go-to guesses. I think that because Internet Money Wallet was built for Pulse Chain, so KG built it with Pulse Chain in mind, and so it's custom fit for Pulse Chain, and there's features in there that you can do and all sorts of other things. I'm not entirely familiar with either Rabby Wallet or with Internet Money, but those would be the two that I would suggest, is that folks get MetaMask, folks get Rabby, and folks get Internet Money Wallet, and just have like a diversity of wallet APIs, or API is the wrong word. Wallet like blockchain viewing tools. So one of the things that I learned you can do is you can have your wallet like logged into multiple places. So you can have an Exodus wallet that is also the same as like your MetaMask wallet, that is also the same as your Rabby wallet. Like if you type in the seed phrases on whatever wallet you're importing, then you can have the same wallet like accessible in multiple places. The wallet, the MetaMask is just a front end that interacts with the blockchain for you as an intermediary. Your actual like public and private keys are stored on the blockchain, or stored is maybe the wrong word, but that stuff is all blockchain. So the where was I going with this? So the wallet browser itself is just a means to access that information. So there's other ways to do it, and I don't entirely know how, but that is something that is some food for thought out there for you guys that are considering using other wallets. Is the wallet is just like the front end, just like you can use Safari to go onto Google, like google.com. You can use Chrome to go onto google.com. You can use Firefox to go to google.com. You can use the new Internet Explorer to use Google Chrome. It's the same principle. It's just a tool designed to access a space where information is stored. So you don't have to use MetaMask. You don't have to use Rabby Wallet. You don't have to use Internet Money. But those are the ones that I suggest. Coinbase Wallet is pretty good too. I found it's pretty easy to use. I just don't recommend linking it up to your Coinbase account, because then, hey, congratulations, you're like doxxed forever. So do with that information what you will. And yeah, we move forward. And we got Moonpill welcoming Hexagon Lost in Asia. And then Fear. Oh, we've got an acronym from Moonpill. False expectations appearing real. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Yes, the only time that we experience fear is when we have an expectation of the world that has not been met. So it is best to keep yourself calibrated to what is actually going on in the world. So next up, we got Frank White. Bang, bang, Pulse Gang. Bang, bang to you too, Mr. Frank White. Welcome to the DGen Roundtable stream. Then we got Farmer Jay. Shout out to all my fellow homeless Hexicans out there. Shout out to you too, good sir. We had a good job on Friday doing our I can't remember the name, book club for Tiago Fortes. Shoot, what's the book name? Building a second brain. Man, I need a second brain in front of me right now. I'm firing in all cylinders here. Can't remember the book. Next up, we got Large. Not in Mexico. You're absolutely, or not in America. Excuse me. Yeah, all this stuff regarding the Ukrainian like police folks not happening in America. That's very important. So excellent. And Large also has an excellent point. Smash the like button and like the smash button degenerates and homeless Hexkins. Make sure that you guys hit that like button. Give this channel some action and some stuff to show YouTube that you really do care about us, and also to make us feel good when we see number go up. So that's always nice. And we got Moonmutt, another IRL friend of mine. Shout out to Moonmutt, my favorite DGens. Welcome to the DGen Roundtable. Sure. Today the DGen Roundtable is a table of one because everyone is busy today. So I'm just reading off some news for you guys whilst we wait. And then we got Hexkin Lost in Asia here. Fun stuff, Will. Cheers. Cheers to you too. And also cheers to you, my fellow based crypto bro, Mr. Chad Donnerschwanz. Good to see you, amigo. Welcome, welcome. And then we've got our very own Funkmaster Hex. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening to you too, sir. I don't have a drink ready. In fact, I'm going to grab myself a drink and pour it right now because I am a little bit thirsty, having been talking solo for the last 51 minutes or something like that. So we are now all caught up on the chat shoutouts and everything. Make sure that if you guys have any thoughts for me, then you go ahead and throw them on in that chat box over there. Like that smash button, comment, subscribe. If you're not already a member of the DGen Roundtable, then we would love to have you. It would be great if you joined us over in the Telegram. And if you really want to be super cool cats and kittens, then you could join the video game channel part, which I'm dropping the link for. You guys should probably already see it because when I drop a comment, it shows up about 7 seconds before what you see and what you hear on the video. So if you guys look over at the comments and everything, you will see that I've dropped come and hang out and play video games at t.me/DRT join now. And there's a bunch of numbers after it. But that's the video game channel. So that's where I announce when I'm playing video games and things. And I think other people announce in there too. So I'm all about playing video games with friends. I don't necessarily know about streaming it. I don't know if I want to, one, eat up the bandwidth in my little, mobile shipping container that I live in over here. I'm using like a cell phone hotspot for internet and stuff. But I don't know if I want to eat up bandwidth streaming. And also, like, when I'm playing video games with the folks, I like it to be more of like a friendship and intimate kind of experience rather than like a content creation for the public to see sort of thing. So I like hanging out with the boys and having fun, but not necessarily like having to actively think about like, oh, I need to like not say people's real names. I need to like not say any doxing information or anything accidentally. It's just easier to hang out with cool folks and just have real life interaction and stuff without having to live with the filter and everything. So shout out to all my baby dolls out there. I'm going to take a drink real quick. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to play a nice little video for you guys. So that way, this video no longer is applicable, but Zenith made this for you guys. So sit back and enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pulse Chain Tour Masters Golf Tournament 2024. Zenith is making his approach to the green on this sudden death playoff between himself and Reginald Gerald III, who already completed his putt for birdie. Zenith needs to make this putt right here in order for his dreams of winning that jacket to stay alive. Let's see what he does. Oh, he flubbed it. He missed. He whiffed. He's a loser. I repeat, RG3 wins. RG3 wins. Don't make mistakes like that guy. Get ready early for Pulse Chain Tour Las Vegas 2025, including the Pulse Masters Golf Tournament from March 6th through the 9th. Sign up early and use the code DGEN at checkout before September 1st. You get 36.9% off all of your tickets. Don't miss out on all the fun from the star-studded conferences, golf tournament, and nightly events in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada with all of your friends and favorite Pulse and Hex creators. We cannot wait to see you in Vegas, so until then, DGen responsibly.
DGen responsibly. I love it. So for those of you that don't know, promo code DGen is no longer applicable, but you can still buy tickets for the Pulse Chain conference that's happening in Vegas on March 6th through 9th. So super happy fun times expected to be happening at that point. So we'll go ahead and give Mr. Zenith some cheering right there. So congratulations, Zenith. Job well done. We frickin' love it. Let's see what other kind of sound effects I have. Oh man, I'm not gonna. I can't. I shouldn't be playing those. It's time for streaming, baby. All right, so we're gonna get back to the crypto news. Back to it. So enough of the chat shoutouts and the fun videos playing. We're now going to go through some of the stuff. So we last left off with Polymarket predicting 25% basis point cut. So cool stuff. Next up, PenPy, a DeFi protocol built on Pendle, was hacked with most assets exchanged for 11,000 Ethereum, and a total 1,000 Ethereum was laundered through Tornado Cash. So that sucks. Sucks to suck. It's also good to like warn the rest of the world, like, hey, be careful, and make sure your stuff is tight and secure and audited, and that you're investing with smart people. I'm not condoning the actions that the hackers did, but I will say that there's a valuable, juicy lesson to be extracted from this, and that's that you don't live in safety. Your shit's not safe, So treat your assets as such and go through whatever means you determine necessary to keep your stuff safe. So if you had your stuff on Pendle, hey, it's a painful lesson to learn, but it's necessary to learn these lessons. However we might need to. It's best to learn them from other people's problems, but just something to think about. All right, so this just in, $13.2 billion Cantor Fitzgerald CEO says big banks and traditional finance will go headfirst into Bitcoin under better regulation. That's what's going to happen, and it's coming. Cool beans. Well, I don't look forward to regulation from Bitcoin, so I'm going to say clown world, and I'm going to say go screw yourself. But I will say that it's nice that you're at least saying the names and you're talking about the thing in a positive light. So cheers to you, good sir. Ooh, juicy news about Mt. Gox. Look at this. Former Mt. Gox CEO to launch new crypto exchange this month. That is absolutely ridiculous. What a silly goose. I would like to know how is he going to fix his tarnished reputation after that Mt. Gox debacle? So interesting stuff. I'm curious to see what it'll be. Let's take a look at this comment. Oh, look at that. South Korea is gonna steal everything, and then Obama's gonna play some pranks on him and cover the binoculars. All right, cool beans. That's enough of that. Next up, Bitfinex analysts warned that Bitcoin prices may drop 15 to 20% if the US Fed cuts interest rates this month. Cool. I'm going to warn that Bitcoin prices might rise if the Fed cuts interest rates. Who the fuck knows, man? Like, it's all a bunch of campfire stories. And Bitfinex is telling you a campfire story. I'm telling you a campfire story. I've done no research on my campfire story, and I don't believe it. But like anybody can type words onto the internet saying like, "Oh, look, this cool thing's gonna happen." Whoop-de fucking do. Shush your mouth, Bitfinex. So you guys get a laugh, a clown, and a thumbs up. All right, more crypto news. This is an Ethereum chart. So Ethereum popped up to 2,400. So that's kind of cool. Good job, Ethereum. Next up, Polygon's Matic token has been upgraded to the new POL token on a 1-to-1 basis. POL now serves as the network's native gas and staking. So Polygon has done some changes. I don't really like when networks do this, when they have something and then they change it. Like, I imagine somebody who's like out and about and they're gone and they come back and all the stuff that they used to have is defunct and they can swap it, but it's like, man, I don't know. I think that that sticking, like, there's something important to be said about adaptability. So I get that. But then there's also something to be said about like remaining consistent to the first thing that you do and you create. So I don't know. It's I'm curious to see where this goes, but we will catch that in the future. So perhaps I will put the writing down emoji in there. So next up, crypto news. CEO for Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, announces that Ripple is so close to launching its US dollar pegged stablecoin. I believe you wholeheartedly, he said with a smile. So I'll believe it when I see it. Do your thing. Next up, Sui Blockchain innovates with alternative methods like radio waves to enable offline crypto transactions for unbanked communities, even those without internet access. Shout out to my good friend Gabriel, who does a similar thing with light transmission here in the US. They're based out of, I think, Kansas City, and they have their own little array of cell towers and things that are able to transmit data at speed of light and do some cool crypto and blockchain stuff over there. I'm totally butchering the explanation, but Gabriel's a smart cat, and you guys should check out what he's doing and what he's making. So if you ever hear of a Gabriel dude with a Greek last name talking about like speed of light transactions and things, pay attention because he's a smart cookie. All right. Crypto net inflow for September 3rd. We've got a bunch of money. Cool beans. Crypto news. Switzerland's fourth largest bank, Zurich Central Bank, launches Bitcoin and Ethereum trading. Nice. I like it. Some prices. There we go. This is still for Tuesday, guys. So I'm going to go a little bit faster here. Bitcoin shot back up from 50, it almost like, went down to the 55,000 of this little wick candle here. Shot back up to 57,000. Cool beans. Bank of Canada reduces policy rate by 25 basis points to 4.25%. Cool beans. Oh, excuse me. $605 million transferred from unknown wallet to Coinbase Institutional. I would presume that is a, what do you call it? Over-the-counter transfer. So over-the-counter sale. So very interesting, but not helpful to me. Justin, CFTC issues order against Uniswap Labs for offering illegal digital asset derivatives trading. Hooray for the government doing a fantastic job. You get a poop emoji and an angry face and a smiley face. Some more Bitcoin charts. It went back up 58,000. Cool beans. Remember, guys, it's still Tuesday, so we know it's gonna do a sad day. Or wait, shoot, is it Tuesday? Oh, it's September 4th. That would have been Wednesday. Excuse me. So that happened on Wednesday. So we're still on Wednesday. This more stuff just in. So for the CFTC issues order, the order mandates that Uniswap Labs pay a civil monetary penalty of $157,000 and refrain from further violations of the Commodities Exchange Act. Wow, that's cool stuff. I'm going to laugh at it because I don't really respect the government, as you guys might be well aware. All right, next up. Justin, unstoppable domains to expand to base layer 2 according to the block. I don't know what that is, but it's cool to know. Good job. Good work. Next, Trump-backed Project World Liberty Financial receives 70% of tokens for team members and insiders. What a clown world we live in. Turning it over to Poop. More news. Zach XBT investigator exposes singer Jason Derulo for promoting 15 plus crypto projects and rug pull after only a few weeks of launch. What a surprise. Celebrities using their attention economy to get money from people. So that's nothing new. It is kind of unfortunate that it's happening, but it is what it is. It's all a lie. For a full list of Web3 scams, check here. More coinmarketcap.com. Oh, it's funny. It appears Near Protocol has been hacked. That's funny. That is funny. I don't know if they actually got hacked, but this is a fucking campfire story, guys. All right. Like, we don't know what's going on. We just see a funny thing on a screen. I don't know if this is a doctored image or if this actually happened or whatever, but hey, it got me to laugh and it got some attention. So there you go. Excellent work. Some more coins. Don't care. FinWatch, U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis says her Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Bill is the only viable solution that positions us to cut our national debt in half by 2045. Cool. I don't believe you. You're a politician. But I like a lot of the stuff that you do, Cynthia Lummis, so I'm going to cut you a little bit of slack and say, all right, let's see what actually fucking happens. So nifty. All right, Fear and Greed Index is a little bit higher, 29. Cool beans. Coinbase CFO says Kamala Harris is using Firm to accept crypto donations. Oh, what a surprise there. No surprise. So, very well. Looks like Kamala is crypto friendly when it benefits her and not crypto friendly when it doesn't benefit her. How interesting. More news from FinWatch. Donald Trump is now leading Kamala Harris by 6 percentage points in 2024 election models, according to Polymarket prediction markets. So again, guys, remember, this is just degenerates gambling. It's just nothing but a bunch of degens, right? Gambling on what they think is going to be the presidential outcome. So take that with a grain of salt for what it's worth. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick break from the news. Yeah, so Harris was leading Trump by 10 points and now is not. We're gonna go back to some of these chat shoutouts. So we left off with Funk Master Hex. We're gonna go right on into next up, Moonpilled Rational Optics saying Will is the one-man show tonight. Correct, sir. But you guys are here making this show worth it or real. Otherwise, like, it would probably be pretty silly for me to just talk at my computer and record it. So excellent. Next up, we've got the DGen Roundtable. Oh, that was me when I said come hang out and play video games. Moonpilled Rational Optics agrees. And then the Weekenders says DM the link on Telegram and I'll cut it up with you. Hell yeah, broski. Oh shoot. That's I believe that is, I think that's Chocolate Taint. Hell yeah, bro. I will DM the link on Telegram. I'm not sure how we're going to use the communications, Josh. It's probably I might just call you or something. But we normally use Steam for communications. So if you have a Steam account on either your phone or on your oh shoot, or on your PC, then that's where we'll probably be doing it. But good to see. We've got our very own super chat from Mr. Fast Abdul. Let's talk bribes, bro. Thank you for that, bro. Shout out to Mr. Fast Abdul. Hang on, let me pull up the brand page and do some what's a good sound effect that I should do? Oh shit, we're gonna do the Wilhelm's. Oh, that's excellent. Thank you, Mr. Fast Abdul. Hang on, I know we got some. Oh, we got cheer. Very good. Thank you, sir. Cha-ching. Excellent. Ed will do it one more time. All right. Excellent. Thank you, Fast Abdul, for the $22 super chat. Excuse me, 22 TRY. I need to Google up what the TRY currency is. What is TRY currency? The Turkish lira from the Turkish Republic of North Cyprus. Very nice. I don't know what the exchange rate is, but thank you, Mr. Fast Abdul, for your outstanding bribe. This is excellent, bro. Yes, indeed, it is a bribe well spent. Thank you, sir. Most appreciated. This is fun. I did not expect to be getting super chats on a one-man show. Oh, you just made my night, bro. You just made my night. All right, sweet. So that, yes, absolutely a bribe well spent. Oh man. And then some more fire from Moonpill. Excellent. So, oh shoot, I just took it away. There we go. Adding it back. So we're gonna get back to some news here, and let's see. We've got. So we just talked about. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris and Polymarkets. So Polymarkets is, again, it's just a degenerate gambling website for, crypto degens like yourself and me to basically just bet, and we can pull the money and inject the money at any given point in time. So this is just like people thinking Kamala Harris winning, I'm going to put some money on it. Donald Trump winning, I'm going to put some money on it. I don't have to wait for like the election to be done and over with. This is like a work in progress sort of thing. So people can bet all the way through. They can withdraw all the way up to the very last minute. I imagine that as it gets closer to the election, those numbers will deviate and other such things. So there's some information for you guys at home as well. Ooh, and shout out to my mother, Advocate Financial Coaching, giving us the exchange rate of the Turkish lira. So 748 Turkish lira is equivalent to 22 US dollars. So if my math is correct, that means that 50? Would that make no? I don't know how many lira it would take to make $1. So shout out to Fast Abdul for basically giving us a couple bucks. We love you, broski. Thank you very much, and thank you, mother, for doing the work and oh shoot, doing the transformation, transmutation, calculation, whatever you would call it. My brain's a little bit off kilter right now. I've been like thinking and talking for the last hour or something. So yeah, if you guys also so while my mom is pulled up here, shout out to her business, Advocate Financial Coaching. If you guys are ever in trouble with the IRS and you need someone to represent you, I highly recommend my mother here. She's been a guest on the DGen Roundtable Book Club. She actually wrote her own book, How to Avoid Trouble with the IRS. Hey, look at that. What a familiar face down there. So Dollars and Cents with Christine. Oh, there we go. There's the proper YouTube channel. So shout out to Dollars and Cents with Christine. So again, this is my mom, and she has a YouTube channel here. You guys should be able to click on the profile and follow it straight to her YouTube channel, where the information is probably at. But yeah, shout out to my mother there. Thank you, Mom, for supporting the channel, supporting DGen Roundtable. So back to crypto news. Let's see. So we've got let's see. Oh, copy the stream link. Oh, snap. I see what you're saying, Josh. Josh wants to hop on up here with me. Yeah, dog, I got you. Let me send you. Oh, I have to stop sharing my screen so that way people can stop seeing that things are going on. I'm going to switch to the 2-man screen and then pull up Telegram and copy the link and send it to Josh. I'll cut it up with you. Hell yeah. Yeah, bro, I've been on fire. I've been on fire for the last hour. Let's see. Got 80% solution. Copy the StreamYard. Boop-a-doo. Forward to Josh. Bamskis. There we go. I thought you were talking about the video game stuff, bro. That is hilarious. That is too funny. So we will be joined by Josh here momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. And let me see. I actually need to edit this layout so that way we can have multiple people. So we're going to actually do, I'm going to see, oh, look at that. We've got Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to stage, Mr. Chocolate Taint. What's up, broski? Welcome. Good to see you.
What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I see you cutting it up out here. One-man show. That's awesome. I figured I'd hop on, let you get a breather in. You know, I know it can be difficult. So, but yeah, you're killing it, man.
I needed that, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. So I have to do some live. Oh, I guess we can do the screen layout for presenting now. Excellent. So I'm also kind of fumbling around doing the let me pull up my present screen here. So now that there's actually multiple people, I can do the share screen. Look at this. Wow. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot more clear. Excellent. All righty. So, oh, bro, you're looking good, dude. Hell yeah. You're getting fit. I love to see it. Love to see it. Excellent work, by the way. Yo, so what's new and exciting with you? For the folks at home who don't know, this is Josh Chocolate Taint, a fabulous friend of the channel. Super cool cat. He's over. He gives a lot of macroeconomic thoughts and advice, and he's pretty decent at TA and stuff. And good friend of the channel. Hangs out, chops it up, and he's a smart cat. So, broski, what's new and exciting with you, man? It's been a while since we had you on, right?
Yeah, I think I was on a couple weeks ago. It was something similar to this. I think, yeah, you guys had like 3 folks on, so I think I sent you and I sent Z a message saying, hey, if you guys need a 4th. But yeah, I mean, bro, things are going great.
Excellent.
You know, love. And I definitely don't want to derail the show, but we had a conversation on the telephone a couple days ago, and like I said, I don't want to derail the show. It's just like that was really profound to me, the way that iron sharpens iron. And I think it's super important, because yeah, exactly. Iron sharpens iron. And, us as guys, because it's mostly a male audience that the channel has. So, but just, how important it is to make sure you have a solid group of people that you're going through something similar in life with, you're pursuing excellence with.
Yep.
And to be able to you know, 'cause we're all going to have struggles. We're all going to be navigating life at different times, and it's just super important to make sure you have a person or a group of people or whatever it is to be able to say, hey, let's hop on a phone call real quick. I got something going on in life. I'd like to get a second opinion on it. You know, this is what I'm thinking. Let me bounce this off of you. It's super important to do that. And like I said, I don't want to derail the stream. I know what you're doing here is awesome. It's just the conversation that we were able to have 2 days ago, bro. It's stuck with me since then. And I think it's extremely important.
You think we could give a brief, because like I don't think it's a bad derail at all, because it could very well be relevant. And even though folks might be watching to, you know, watch me read off of Telegram, like what we talked about was good stuff. Is basically about I would say maintaining like frame of identity and setting expectations and holding your own not expectations, holding your own agreements and holding your own standards when it comes to dealing with other people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and it's so important, not just in the dating aspect, but just in society in general. You know, you have to be able to hold your frame. It's super important to understand your points of view. And, you know, look, like I said, we're all human. We only have but so much space in our brains for certain topics.
Yep.
I think a lot of people, I think they'll try to give comments and stuff like that on topics and stuff that they really don't have any idea about.
Yep.
And it's like in those points, it's like, hey, you probably don't need to speak up in those situations, but for the stuff that you know about and that you care about, it's important to be able to maintain that frame. So, but yeah, of course, you know, in the dating realm, you know, that's, you know, being able to hold frame, you know, it's also important there, but it's definitely important in all aspects of life for sure.
Yep. So like essentially for like a quick little explanation for the folks at home who don't understand frame, it's essentially just like keeping true to your own personal sense of being and sense of drive. And like, if I'm the captain of the ship, then I'm the one that's deciding where we're steering the ship. I'm the one that's like telling the bosun and the first mate and everything, like, hey, this is what needs to be done. This is where we're going. So make it happen. Right. If you're not holding frame, and like the random sailors on the deck are saying, oh, captain, like these swords aren't sharpened, or like, oh, this rope is bad or something, and they're distracting the captain from doing what the captain's supposed to be doing, then the captain's not doing a good job of holding frame, holding identity, holding his own series of like expectations and commitments and, you know, just sense of purpose and stuff. So when we talk about frame, we're talking about basically like, you know, hashtag stay true to yourself, but like from a more serious perspective, where it's like, if you're doing something and if you have a preference, or you have this is mostly regarding men, you know, women to some extent, but mostly men. If you have something that you're definitively interested in, then it behooves you to remain on purpose, remain on track, and set and maintain standards and boundaries and things like that. So that's like, to leave out all the details of what we were discussing, I think that's basically the general gist of it. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Your frame is your world, you know?
Yep.
And, you know, you have to be true to your world. And, yeah, absolutely. Not just, you know, of course, like I said, it hits big in dating, but just in all aspects of life and friendships, you know, and work, all aspects of life, frame is super important. And you have to be able to maintain frame, in order to truly be successful. And yeah, absolutely. You summed it up great.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. And a little, oh shoot, there was a side note of something as well that I can't remember, so it's probably not important, but we're gonna go check out chats real quick and see if these guys have anything to say regarding the subject. So Pulse Jitsu. So this is Fast Abdul. He's actually got his own show now, Pulse Jitsu with Fast Abdul, where he talks about like liquidity providing on different places and things. So his strategy with the IRS is to be Canadian. I will say that will save you from the American laws and things, but now you're subject to good old Justy Trudeau. And he's also letting us know that he's a lesbian trapped in a man's body. So that's fantastic, bro. I'm glad to hear that you finally figured out your identity and that things are going well, and stuff is doing pretty good. So Excellent work there. All right, bro. Let's take a look at some crypto news stuffs. Do you have anything, Josh, that stuck out to you this week before I scroll through like crazy, or should we just scroll through until we see something that looks interesting?
Yeah, I mean, we can scroll through. I had a conversation on the phone with Zenith a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is where we are. You know, the jobs report came out and it hit right on target. You know, but the jobs report that we had a month or two ago, it was a strong uptick. And coming into the FOMC, you know, with all the anticipation around, you know, cutting interest rates and stuff like that. On face value, you want to think that, okay, well, if, you know, there's building excitement around cutting rates, you know, you would think that would cause a little bit of an increase in the market and more, you know, more buy pressure and stuff like that. But it might be just a little bit deeper than that. And people might actually be reading the tea leaves more so. And what I mean by that is, you know, we very well could be going into a recession time frame within the next 3 to 6 months. And yeah, it's just interesting where we are to see the price action and with all the activity that's going on and stuff. But yeah, that was just that's really the only thing that stuck out. But it's just important for everyone to make sure that they, you know, they're continuing to do their due diligence and to, you know, hold frame when it comes to their investment strategies, you know. Yep. Hold their frame when it comes to it and make the best decisions that they can make. And yeah,
I agree. There's an article that we had in the show notes for this DGen Roundtable episode that I wasn't sure if I was gonna cover or not, but this is just the Bitcoin talking about sliding to 1 month low as the jobs data allegedly triggers volatility. Again, this is like it's a campfire story, so we don't know exactly what causes the price to go down, but it's reasonable to presume that Bitcoin went up after the August employment report and then started going lower after the after this updated jobs report where the numbers were like way less than what was expected. So that's some stuff there.
We know why the price goes down is because more people are selling than buying. But the reason behind that is, oftentimes it's murky and stuff like that. I mean, there might be macro events that can trigger something like that. And those are easy to see. But then, you know, it could be any sort of anything. It could be whale games going on. It could be, whatever. So
excellent. Well, cool beans. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close that tab out there, and then we'll pull up the telegrams again and do some scrolly McScroll throughs of that feller. So let me see, pulling up the present, share screen, window, telegram, share. There we go. All right. So some interesting stuff. A bunch of Bitcoin flowed out of Fidelity. That's interesting. There was another a featured forward political action community doing stuff with Coinbase. So that's moderately interesting. They've onboarded Coinbase Commerce to accept crypto donations. So that's nifty. Good stuff. More things happening. Some Russian Bitcoin miners mining a ton of Bitcoin, according to some more things. So that's nifty. Angel Drainer, a notorious crypto phishing toolkit, is back with a new version called Angel X. According to Blockade, over 300 malicious apps have already been deployed using this toolkit. So that's interesting. Be careful, guys, of what's going on in the cryptosphere. It looks like people are trying to get some data, and they're getting it using Angel X. So stay away from that. That's getting the poop emoji and the not so happy face emoji. But yeah, phishing is a very serious concern. Like the modern hacker is not using like brute force your password methods. They're not using like hitting you over the head with a wrench in a dark alley. Most hacks are coming from phishing attempts where people are just like dragnetting, getting a whole bunch of information, like getting you to admit like personal questions like, hey, what's your mom's maiden name or something like that. Like there's all these little, like a lot of people are losing their data from, just not very good operational security measures and things like that. So
and phishing isn't going anywhere, man. If anything, it's only going to increase and it's only going to get more and more sophisticated. I can tell you, literally, I would say probably, I know for a fact every day, I want to say I probably get 4 or 5 phishing emails. Just, but like you'll see the fake emails coming in from Coinbase or from MetaMask or something like that. Oh, X amount of Ethereum was transferred. Please confirm this or something like that. It's like, well, no, but yeah, those roll in just about every single day. So, the only reason that I'm still getting that is because there still are suckers out there in the world that are going to go on there and click on it. So it's important. It's more important now more than ever to make sure that everybody's security is right exactly where it needs to be. Click on as few things as possible and make sure that the sites that you're going to and your entry and exit points and all that stuff, it's done correctly. And because people out here trying to steal a buck wherever they can, man, it's crazy.
Yep. And there's always, you're absolutely right. It's always going to be prevalent, and things are going to get crazier and smarter, and it's just going to get wild, bro. So buckle up, Buttercup, and let's strap in for the ride. Speaking of buckling up for new cool things, Polygon CEO Mark Byron Buiron, I don't know, announced the company's goal to unify the entire Web3 space, including blockchain networks like Ethereum and Solana, through its new AgLayer protocol. So that sounds interesting. Another thing to bring everyone together and do a nice big ol' group hug. But that's going on. MasterCard introduces Euro non-custodial Bitcoin in their crypto debit card. So that's nifty. Another tool to add. I wouldn't trust it, but there it is. Let's see. Oh, Skyscanner integrates with Travala for hotel bookings in over 100 cryptocurrencies. So that's nifty. Another tool is available. Here's some more
and that's let me just talk on that real quick. It's you're going to see that, especially as crypto grows. I think that's a popular theme that the audience has probably heard on the channel before. But as we get farther and farther, and as cryptocurrency becomes more and more established in the mainstream, you're going to start seeing this stuff a lot more.
Yep.
So it definitely pays to be early. It pays to get in good positions because we're going to be in a world before you know it where cryptocurrencies itself is going to be more mainstream than any of us could ever imagine. And I think it's a very real possibility, probably within the next 10 years, that we'll be able to pop open our MetaMask, or we'll be able to pop open, whatever we're using. And instead of having to take 4 or 5 steps to move money, to sell, and to do this, that, and the other, we'll just be able to go direct with boom. We've already seen it starting to pop up. It started a lot over the last couple of years, but it's only going to increase.
There's the debit card company. I can't remember. I want to say it's like Blockbend.io or something, that they allow you to off ramp from like Pulse Chain, Binance, Solana, Ethereum using their debit cards. You just buy a debit card, and it's just a prepaid $1,000 debit card that you pay with cryptocurrency, and like there's a fee or whatever. It's not like perfect, but you just buy these debit cards, and it's a way to hop off of the bandwagon without having to do a crazy level of KYC, as far as I'm aware of anyways. So that's some new stuff in the making. But yeah, I'm all about the adoption and just more tools being added to the toolbox. So there we go with that. So we're going to scroll down and find some more stuff here. So there's some more numbers overview and some more things. Oh, campaigner Kamala Harris has confirmed that they are not directly accepting crypto donations, contradicting earlier claims made. Who would have thought that Kamala Harris would have contradicting claims? That's totally out of character. Way unusual for this politician lady to be doing that. So that's amusing. Next up, we got Zest Protocol launching BTCZ token. Bitcoin holders can now earn staking yield through Babylon with the new BTCZ token offered by Zest Protocol. I wouldn't put any money into it, but hey, it exists, so good to hear. Hopefully, no one gets wrecked or rugged from that. Some more stuff. NBA legend Scottie Pippen recently made headlines for claiming that he had dreamt of Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto telling him that Bitcoin would reach 84,650 by November 5th. So, all right, Scottie, let's let's see where that campfire takes us. I guess we can check back in on that prediction on November 25th or November 5th. But until then, he gets the laugh and the clown emoji. There's some more trending coins that we don't care about. India wrap for offshore stuff, cool beans, offshore exchanges. Venezuela talking about Bitcoin using Bitcoin as national reserve. That's pretty cool. Jupiter Exchanges launch MEV project, allowing its users to safeguard swap transaction from sandwich attacks. For those of you that don't know, sandwich attacks or MEVBot attacks, miner extracted value, is when you go to put in a swap order on Uniswap. Let's say Uniswap or PancakeSwap or SushiSwap or any one of the decentralized exchanges. What happens is you put in an offer to buy a token at X, Y, and Z price. A guy that has like a mining node or a mining staker or a validator or something like that, they see your transaction and then they swoop in, take your transaction, offer it at a better gas price to the guy that's actually doing the miner a third party swoops in, they snag your order, buy it before you, try to sell it to you to max out your slippage, and then they bribe the miner to the guy, whoever is like mining or validating the transaction, they bribe them to try and take your transaction and then sell it to you at whatever the cap range of your slippage is. So on every transaction, there's usually like a 0.5% slippage rate. So that means if you're buying $1,000 worth of stuff, you're going to get at least $995 of value, right? So if every single MEVBot takes like, and sometimes you can get $1,001, sometimes you can get $1,997, right? Or excuse me, not 1,000, just 997. Sometimes you get in between whatever your slippage rate is and whatever your actual transaction process is going to be, just depending on like the fluctuation and the speed of the market and stuff. So when the market's doing crazy stuff, it's hard to get order transactions to pass through. So that's why people recommend increasing your slippage whenever there's a ton of on-chain activity. So when you increase your slippage, you're increasing the probability that you're going to get poorer price execution, but you're going to get something to actually go through and catch. With a miner extracted with an MEV attack, they sandwich your order, they buy before you, and then or they sell before you and then buy after you, or they buy before you and sell after. They do one of those two things to sandwich your order to get like the maximum amount of your slippage extracted from your order transaction. It's something along those lines. So good to hear that Jupiter Exchange is doing cool things for MEV attacks and stopping that from happening. So that's pretty nifty. Next up, we got Arthur Hayes gunning for sub $50,000 Bitcoin this weekend. Took a cheeky short. Pray for my soul, for I'm a degen. I don't know what the price is of Bitcoin right now, but we've got only a little bit of a ways to go. So we'll see if Arthur Hayes is short is going to work out for him. Next up, we got Vista Token doing a big giant X. Cool beans. Good for them. A long thing from Finwatch. I think this is Pavel Durov making some sort. Telegram CEO releases his first statement, says his arrest in France. So this is some good stuff here. Check it out. I'm not sure what this post link is, but it is in twitter.com/cryptonews_HQ, and it was posted at 10:21 on Thursday. So good stuff. Very nice. Good work, Pavel. Let's see. USDT on Ton Network surpasses 1 million holders. So good job. There's a lot of stable coins on the Ton Network. Vitalik Buterin pledges to donate all Layer 2 project tokens to support public goods and charities within the Ethereum system. So if you guys are creating a Layer 2 and you send tokens to Vitalik, he's going to dump it and send it to charity. So that's an interesting thing to do. I'm not going to react to that because I don't know if it's good or if it's bad, but it is information. So that's nifty. And then Donald Trump is talking about making America the capital for crypto and Bitcoin in the future, and he is sick of all of the regulation and the governmental like bullying that's happening in the crypto sphere. So that's kind of good to hear. I would be excited to see that happening. Again, we don't listen to the words, we observe the actions. So if and when he becomes president, that would be pretty nifty if he started making it more crypto friendly. We got some more numbers for net inflows for ETFs. Celestia has revealed a technical roadmap to implementing 1 gigabyte blocks. Blah 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 blah. Cool beans. A big block is something that the Bitcoin diehard folks will argue about all day long, as far as like keeping storage on the blockchain small. So go for it, Celestia. We'll see what happens. Next, Ripple co-founder endorses Kamala Harris. Oh boy, Chris Larson, co-founder of Ripple, and that's for the XRP fellas, has reportedly endorsed Kamala Harris in a letter along with 87 other corporate leaders. So, whoop-de-doo. Some big brain bug eater guys supporting some more big brain bug eater guys. Some more stuff about Japan's big 3 banks planning to using stable coins for cross-border payments. That's pretty cool. More tools is always excellent. There's our stuff about the jobs numbers. So unemployment rate was in line with expectations. So it's interesting that the jobs numbers don't line up, but hey, that causes price action. Speaking of price action, here's some more prices. You guys can check it out if you're super duper interested in that. And then, oh, this is funny right here. I think this is a marker of an option for like long or short with like a stop loss or something. I think the dude put a long, and then he put in his stop loss right there, and then boom, smoked. Sorry, broski. So yeah, don't leverage trade, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, excuse me. It's a good way to get wrecked. Some more crypto charts. Looks like price action went up and then back down again. Look at that. What a surprise. Bitcoin went down to 5,500, 5,400. VanEck is closing its Ethereum futures ETF, according to Business Wire. Whoop-de-doo. Whole bunch of liquidations happened. Some coins are trending. Some S&P 500 stonks and not looking good. Lots of red. Crypto news, lots of red. Ethereum bumped down to $2,200. Let's see what day this is when this happened. This is Friday, so Ethereum bumped down. So good news for those of you guys looking to buy. Bitcoin dropped down to 5,300. Oh no, this is not looking good. So it might be that Arthur Hayes short is gonna do some stuff. We got the fear and greed index, 23.
You know what's interesting is typically the summer months. It's usually like a sell season.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how that plays out, because if you think back, to the last cycle, when we were running up in March and April of 2021, it looked like, okay, well, it's a very strong possibility that the established trend that summer is sort of a sell-off period for cryptocurrency. It was looking like it could have broke through, but no, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they had that sell-off going into the summer of 21, and then we had the bounce back into the sell-off in November of 21. So
yeah,
that was interesting. It's always something to pay attention to, especially if somebody is constantly DCAing, if you still have DC money that you're DCAing, summer's typically going to be a good period of time where you can start to, get some new, trade positions in and stuff like that.
For everyone in the Pulse Chain Network, it's certainly been a good DCA time. We're down bad, boy. Pack them bags if you haven't already. But yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. I don't know a whole lot about the past cycles because I was not a crypto adult back then. I was not even a crypto aware person. So I'm going to take your word on those time frames and things. But
it's interesting that you brought up Pulse Chain, because where we are right now, I feel like, listen, if Pulse Chain is going to take off, okay, if it's going to take off, the people that are going to succeed are going to be the diehards that hodl the shit out of their bags, or the people that completely forgot that they invested, or, maybe they lost the keys to their wallet. Maybe it got shuffled around when they were moving or something like that, and they come across it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's my seed phrase. Okay, let me hop in here and see it. Oh yeah, okay, that's where everything
green candles wake them up.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so that's going to be this is this is a lot of people's first experience for really having to develop diamond hands. You know what I'm saying? for a lot of people, they're learning a lot of tough stuff. A lot of people have already learned their lesson and they've already given up. So it'll be interesting to see, how this all plays out, if it's going to come to fruition. And then if it comes to fruition, it'll be interesting to see how many people are actually around during this period versus, people that want to claim that they were, that they wrote it down to the bottom and that they had their diamond hands when they really didn't. So it'll be interesting to see how many of those fake influences are out there or something like that. It'll be interesting to see.
I am curious and I'm happy to sit and hold hands with everyone on this airplane as it looks like it's about to crash to the ground. I'm going down in a plume of flames, or we're gonna go sky high. We'll see though. But I ain't going anywhere. I'm already stuck in it for 15 years, so it's like, what the hell can I do? But yeah, bro, it's gonna be a good time. All right, let's see what we got next. River Projects in the U.S. have reported that American companies are set to purchase a whole bunch of Bitcoin over the next 18 months, per a report by Cointelegram. Well, cool beans. I'll believe it when I see it. This is some nice words and lip service, though. We got German Bundestag member Joanna Qatar says Bitcoin is freedom. It's our chance to reclaim sovereignty. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what the Bundestag is. I'm going to copy that and do a little, quick little copy paste. Oh, it's the parliament. Okay. All right. Cool beans. Well, good stuff. Good stuff, parliament members. You're a politician, though, so I inherently don't trust you. Nice try. Better luck next time. But, it's good to hear. Oh, look at that. There's the dead. So, yep. Bitcoin, we're down bad, boys. Down bad. Close your eyes. Give it the hearts, laugh your way into it, and we'll see what's going on. China's state-owned banks have established a $100 billion short position against the U.S. dollar from FinWatch. I remember I read this stuff earlier, and the page is just spreading flooded negativity, huge nuance. I don't know much about the Chinese yuan or their ability to short the dollar, but I thought that was interesting.
Hey, I'm gonna throw it. This is sort of off topic, but if anybody gets a chance to watch this, if you watch the Flagrant podcast with Andrew Schultz, he had, what's the name of the CIA guy who's he's come out now. He's been on a lot of social medias. He's like a mixed dude. He's got all the hair and stuff like that. You know the guy that I'm talking about? Have you watched any content with him?
Maybe.
I can't remember what his name was, but anyway, if you go back, if you just go into YouTube, after the stream or next time you got, anybody who's interested in watching this, but this guy was on the Flagrant podcast. So if you do a YouTube search for Flagrant CIA Spy, it's probably all you have to watch. He gives such good insight into the dynamic between the United States, Russia, and China, the economic pull and the spy games that go on there, and how much of it is based on economics, and how much take where we are today in the global macro events that are going on, where it's all the focus right now is on the Ukraine and Israel, and how if a large event were to break out, something like if China were to invade Taiwan, it would take a lot of the pressure off of Zelensky and Netanyahu, and that would sort of dissipate. But China's not doing that because they know that as soon as they go ahead and pop into Taiwan, that's going to be the next story. And he describes the spy games that go on and all this stuff, and it's a phenomenal listen. So if you guys get a chance to do it, like I said, check that out. If anybody's interested in learning more about the, there it is right there. That's what, Flagrant Spot. Yeah. The Flagrant Spy podcast. Yeah. It's a great listen. Throw it on when you're driving to work, or, if you're out going for a run or something like that. But it's definitely a good listen, and it will give you a lot of insight that I'm willing to bet not a lot of people have heard, because there aren't that many folks that, were involved with the CIA that then, come out and sort of
Yeah.
open up about it. So it's a great listen. It's great. If you can throw it on your watch list,
Yep.
save it to watch later. It's definitely some great insight.
I've got it pulled up, so I'm gonna have to give that a look later. I like
Oh,
that.
it's great, man. It's great. Plus, you got like Andrew Schultz. If he's a good comedian, they got a great podcast, and the comedy dynamic plus the stories that he's telling and all that stuff. It's really a phenomenal episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Excellent. I look forward to it. It looks like it's 3 hours 20 minutes long, so this is going to be a good one. And I do like Andrew Schultz. He's a fun and cool cat. All right, let's get back to some articles so we can get through this week and call it a night. We've got addresses holding between 100 and 1,000 Bitcoin are continuing to accumulate despite decline in prices. So that just means that folks are stacking sats while the non-believers are getting out. So that's a good sign that there are more and more. Let's see, 100 to 1,000. Those would be what, sharks and turtles or something like that. I don't know exactly what the Sea Creature League would be, but that's good to see that that these folks are stacking their Bitcoin while the prices go down. We've got some believers in the Bitcoin community. Wisdom Tree is withdrawing its Ethereum. Blah de da da. This looks boring. Some more boring numbers. We've got Elon Musk with the Department of Government Efficiency. Dogecoin. Shout out to Elon. Shout out to the dogs. This is going to be a fun one. I will say that it's funny and poopy and everything all at once. Elon Musk. Yep, same thing. Some more prices. Coinbase has had the worst week of the year as crypto stocks plummet. Oh well, what a pity. Sorry, Coinbase. Here we got Charles Hoskinson. The greatest threat to Bitcoin's dominance has and always will be Cardano. Whatever you say, Chuck. I don't know about that.
This dude legit looked like Brendan with a bad haircut. When you started to scroll down, I thought,
oh my God.
I thought I was looking at a clip of Brendan, just talking for whatever reason. But yeah, that's interesting.
Chuck is an interesting cat. They have an interesting vibe over there at Cardano. They're people that care about the world and stuff. I don't know if they're necessarily militant zealot level Zionists or whatever, but they do have some interesting things to say. I will give them that. So good stuff, Charles. You just keep believing that you are the biggest threat to Bitcoin, and we'll see where it goes. Glad to hear it. Floki announces traders. I don't care about that. The Ton Foundation announced an additional $24 million for its program to develop DeFi projects on the Ton network. The total amount of the initiative has now exceeds 75 million. So that's good stuff. I like hearing that more tools are being made. That is excellent. And the Ton network is a good one. I like the concept. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad, but I like the concept that the Ton network exists, especially with all the stuff that Telegram allows us to do.
Bro, there is so much fucking money floating around in this space. It is insane the amount of money that's floating around out here. And it's only going to increase. It's only going to increase. The market, the total market cap's going to increase. And dude, it is insane to see the amount of money that's in this space.
It's going to be a good time, bro. We're going to get rich, or we're going to figure out what stuff is going to have staying power and what stuff's not. I do think that it's worth mentioning that I'm pretty sure that Ton and Telegram have officially been they're separate from each other, but from an official Telegram perspective for some sort of laws and things. But I don't know if that's still rings true or something like that. So keep that in the back of your minds, folks. All right. So next up, we got crypto funds seeing $600 million in outflows. So that's pretty, I guess people are selling. Goodbye weekends, goodbye paper hands, letters hands. We'll see you guys later. Top DeFi projects by total volume locked. So Lido DAO, 21 billion, Aave V3, 9 billion, Eigenlayer, don't know what that is. MakerDAO, 4 billion, Rocket Pool, 3 billion. So good stuff. A whole bunch of things. Comparison of trading hours, stock market versus Bitcoin. Since launching in 2009, Bitcoin has had more trading hours than the stock market since 1971. That's fucking awesome. I'd love to see that because we're open 24/7 and they're only open 8 hours a day. So in 1 month, we get And if you include weekends, I think we get 4 times as much trading, or 6 times. I don't know. We get a lot more time trading than the stock market. It's like we're aging in dog years or something. So there we go. Good stuff. Arthur Hayes has closed his BTC short, made 3% profit, enough to cover food and bar tab for KB Dubs, with Bad Girl Yellen watching markets, releasing a weekend. All right, cool beans. I don't care about you, Arthur Hayes. He closed his short, so made some money. Good work. I'll put a little heart there. All right, crypto news. U.S. Commodities and Futures Trading Commission filed an emergency motion to block Kalshi from listing election contracts for 2 weeks while it appeals. Don't know what that is, but if it's a CFTC, I don't necessarily trust what they're doing, and just going to put them in the blanket box of government, probably general bad. Russian miners producing a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Good job. Lots of tax revenue for Putin. Recently signed a law fully legalizing crypto mining starting in November. So good stuff, Russia. Glad to hear it. Some more market numbers. Tether investing $100 million in leading agriculture firm. That's some terrible. Adeco Agro. Man, you guys need to come up with a better name so that way people can listen to it and understand. Amid growing stablecoin rivalry. So good job launching a project. Bad job with your everything else. And then market sentiment, we've got Bitcoin back up at 55,000, and the fear and greed index is at 26. And that's where we sit on news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So with that, I'm going to close that out, bring us back to this thing. And we're going to do one final round of chat shoutouts, and then we will do outros and close the show for the night. Josh, this has been a pleasure, bro. Thank you for joining me. Reminder for the folks at home to like, tat, smash button, because I can't spell. So there's the correct one. And then we've got our very loyal Mr. Kenturian 54X. What's up, DJs? Going to be replay gang for this one. Good to see you, Mr. Tank. Good to see you too, Mr. Kenturian 54X. If you're still listening right now, Kenturian, I'm going to be hopping on Sea of Thieves after this. So that's my plan. Other than that, that takes care of chat shoutouts. Josh, any final thoughts on anything that we've covered, or anything you want the folks at home to know? And then once you're done with final thoughts, tell them where they can find you and what you got going on in the near future, bro.
Yeah, man. Just get out there and challenge yourself. The big thing with me has been this weight loss transformation. You know what I'm saying? And it just teaches you. Yeah, for sure. It just teaches you so much, man. So get out there, get shredded, or lose a little body fat, or, pick up a book, learn another language, do something, but just constantly keep improving. You know what I'm saying? And then, cause it's fun to be able to see, the hard work pay off and all that stuff. I'm switching now from more of a fat loss thing to a body recomp. So,
ooh, yeah.
I'm definitely getting more square. My shoulders are broadening out. My shirt's tightening and all that stuff. Like bro, like it's right. Yeah. So it's sweet to be able to do that. So, but I'm going to challenge everyone to do it, and the reason I started was because of, the DJ Roundtable guys. It was, I just didn't want to be the heavy guy anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
bro.
Yeah, it pays to keep a good group of people around you to keep you motivated and stuff like that. So, but yeah, no final thoughts. You guys find me on Instagram. You guys can find me on Telegram, Instagram, and what is it? X. Yeah. I mean, I don't really post that much anymore. I mean, I still talk to people and stuff like that, but since I stepped away from the channel, I don't really post that much, but it's still cool to talk to people. So, I challenge you guys. You guys got any? I'm still going through this journey myself. But if you guys, are looking, to get some information or something like that, feel free to hit me up. I can tell you what I do motivation wise to keep it. The small goals that I established out the jump. Because bro, it's awesome. Like, think back, bro. Like when I started, I wouldn't just wear t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't my style because I wasn't comfortable wearing that sort of stuff. So it's, you know, it's awesome. And yeah, I want to be able to help anybody out, you know. So if you guys want, find me on Telegram, X, find me, send me a DM, whatever. And yeah, I want to help you guys out and get a motivation buddy alongside it and all that stuff. So 'cause I'm still going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like the one thing that I wish I did, I wish I was taking pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
a journey.
Yeah, I wish I had done those pictures. Something was different in this. I think the only thing that was different is I set small, manageable goals and I allowed it to become a habit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, before you're knowing it, you can run 3.5 miles every other day and you're fine. You're good with it. You can get out there and sling weights. I was so focused in the past on the long term that I didn't allow myself to just have, you know, those short, easy goals that builds momentum. And then before you know it, you know, you do something enough, you know, what is it? 21 times it becomes a habit or something like that. Is that the ballpark? So,
I think so. Yeah.
So that's all I got, man. Great show. Glad to see you crushing it. And yeah, when I saw that you were on, I was like, yeah. Anytime I get a chance to cut it up with Will, I want to hop on with him. So
hell yeah, broski. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you hopping on here and joining me, rescuing me, so that way I can take drink breaks and and hang out and everything. For the folks at home who don't know me, this is where all my socials are. You can find all of my socials off of this. Oh shoot, I should. You can follow Joss. I guess I cut the H off of his name. So oops. But yeah, you can follow Josh at x.com/chocolate taints. And then you can follow and find all of my socials at will.pls.fyi. Reach out to us on Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And we'll be sure to get back to you. Broski, I'm so proud of you for your freaking journey, man. You are fucking crushing it out here, my dude.
It's awesome, bro. Like, look at this is this is sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's crazy is it's like the weight through here, you know, that's when like you don't notice it. Everybody wants bigger arms and stuff like that, but it's like, okay, cool. But it's when you start to see the definition and like this stuff starts to go away. Yeah, all that stuff. It's like, bro, this is sick.
It's good. You're gonna have to get new shoots, man. You're gonna have to.
I have to. I already have to. Yeah, I already have to. I had to go to the thrift store and get 2 new button-ups for work and a pair of pants because I'm still going through that transformation. So I don't want to go out and spend a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, I might shrink down a little bit more through, you know, stuff. So, but yeah, it'll be cool.
Can you do polos at work? Do they allow that?
I can, but that's not really my style. Like I'm more of the button up style. Just that's, I mean, but I don't know, you know, I haven't been this size in a polo, so it might look good. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? And what's good is like I got broad shoulders already, so like the V-taper is really starting to get defined. Oh, you know, dude, and I still got midsection weight that needs to go. Like I still got a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, you know, it's awesome.
Excellent. All right, so those are I'm stoked to. We're gonna hang out in the very near future. I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be a good time. I'm heading up north for a weekend wedding thing going on soon. But anyways. For the folks at home, make sure that you guys. Oh, I'm fuzzy again. There we go. Crypto Sloth showed us that trick right there. For the folks at home who have not already joined the DGen Roundtable Telegram, you guys can do so at t.me/DRT join now. For the guys listening on replay who can't see the screen or who aren't able to click on that link, again, it is t.me/DRT join now. And yeah, that's what I got on that. I want to thank all of you for spending your valuable time with us here on the DGen Roundtable. As Agent J says, we know that time is your most valuable asset, and we appreciate you spending that asset right on over here with us. Mrs. Producer, which is me, Mr. Producer, go ahead and get that trigger finger ready. Oh dang, I gotta click on the brand thing and get the video ready. All right, here we go. I gotta do it with the proper hand so that way I can do the salute thing at the very end. All right. You guys have been watching the DGen Roundtable. My name is Will Stevenson, and I want to remind all the folks at home to DGen responsibly. That was the wrong one. Here we go.